Can I ask you why you're protesting today?
Because Alex Jones is a hack. He's not for freedom, and he's sending the wrong message.
What are you trying to do with your bullhorn?
Clog his message out.
Don't you feel like silencing him is also impeding on his freedoms?
I don't care about Alex Jones. He is an issue to our freedom. He is the one. No, who's?
What are you guys here for today?
Who's paying Alex Jones?
What are you here for today?
I'm here to announce that Texas is open. We don't need government permission. Texas is open.
Are you a local nurse? What are you doing here today?
I'm here to silently protest for my beliefs, which I'm not going to discuss right now.
Her beliefs, her religious beliefs in the
Ma'am, but maybe to other Americans out there who are thinking about protesting, I mean, what would your message to them be? Why do you think it's dangerous for people to be out here?
nurses read a chapter on vaccines.
Which hospital do you work at, ma'am?
Nurses study vaccines for about 1 hour. They only read one chapter on vaccines. Oh, you don't want to talk to me? I'm vaccine injured.
But I have to ask Governor Abbott what the hell is going on in Dallas when a woman gets arrested for opening her business? I think every officer involved in that arrest should be investigating themselves and maybe released from the line of duty. And if I was the governor, I would say any police officer that makes an unconstitutional arrest is immediately fired!
Our core constitutional liberties are more at risk now than they have ever been in the history of the United States. And only if people go out and protest, go out and exercise their constitutional rights, demand the protection of their constitutional rights, is there any chance of these constitutional rights being protected and preserved moving forward. This is the first time in American history that you have millions of Americans from a wide range across the country threatened with arrest or citation or fine or punishment simply for exercising their core constitutional rights and core constitutional liberties. There is no emergency exception to the U.S. Constitution. There's no virus exception to the Bill of Rights, and that is what they are trying to create. And if they can create it, then we'll be going down the path of Weimar Germany, where the exercise of emergency powers was the pretext that ultimately led the Nazis to rise to power. So for all of these people who are willing to risk punishment in order to express and protect the constitutional rights of themselves, their family, their friends, their neighbors, and their extended community, and ultimately their posterity, what they're doing is exercising the most core constitutional rights in the greatest American tradition that exists, and hopefully, ultimately, they will be protected for what they did.
So talk to us today about why you're out here. Why is it important that you came to this protest?
Because I want government out of my body, out of my life. We want freedom. It is what, our fathers fought for, so we owe it to them, we owe it to the next generation, and we need to wake up people.
We need to reopen Texas.
We've been, obviously when all the grocery stuff and the grocery store stuff started, we were having a hard time finding food for our family because everyone was panic buying. And then it turned into, oh my God, are we gonna make the rent this month? Oh my God, are we gonna make the electric bill this month? Our hours are being cut, our salaries are being cut, what are we gonna do?
I think it's ridiculous that they closed and shut down everything. Benjamin Franklin said you don't sacrifice liberty for security, you deserve neither. So it's kind of showing that it's not the federal government's role or the state government's role to be able to tell people to shut down businesses or keep them inside or to wear masks. It's just trampling our Constitution. Whether the virus really is as serious as they say, which right now it seems to only be about as mild as just a normal flu, but they shouldn't be shutting down the economies and people's liberties for it.
I'm here just to participate. I mean, I think it's important for people to come out and protest what's going on in the country right now. Mass hysteria, mass panic is not helping us. The economy being destroyed is not helping us. Obviously, more information is coming out about the seriousness of this virus and the numbers. There's a lot of issues going on right now, and I feel like it's an important point in history. I think it's a pivotal time, and I think it's. So I'm just here to observe and just to see see what we can do.
So the economy has been closed for about 2 months now. How has that affected you personally? What are some of the things that you've experienced?
I'm blessed that I still have a job, but my nephews don't. And I am more worried about the greater impact that this is having worldwide. Farmers, poor people, sick people, the same people that we're so worried about dying are in massive numbers dying of hunger, depression, suicide. This is insane. This is very, very tyrannical, and it's scary. And I'm glad that I'm here to express the little freedom that we still have.
Both of our industries have been hit really hard. We're oil and gas and logistics. And so, of course, with everything oil and gas going just completely bottoming out right now, we're having a really hard time maintaining.
Well, I got out of a job. We got laid off. I'm a personal trainer, so it wasn't considered one of the essentials. So, yeah, I haven't been able to work during this, so I'm ready for everything to open back up.
Personally, I haven't been as economically affected as a lot of people. I'm fortunate to be in what's called an essential industry, for be that what it is. But I realize that, I think there's a lot of people in the country that haven't lost their jobs yet. And I think there's a divide. There's a lot of people who are staying at home and sheltering at home, and they think like it's a vacation. And they haven't realized that in order for that to be sustainable, the economy has to be stable enough for your business to stay in business. And while a lot of people lost their jobs immediately, a lot more will over time. So for those of us that are able to stay home and work from home, shouldn't get too comfortable with that, because we don't know how long that might last.
What would your message to Greg Abbott be?
Let us open up, take the lead. We are behind you. There's more of us than there's theirs. We are free, we are healthy, we are grown up, and we can take care of our own immunity, of our own health.
Stop being a coward, quit acting like a Democrat, and get out here and reopen our businesses so we can continue to live and strive.
He needs to open up Texas, that it's not his role to be shutting down businesses. And hey, if he wants to advise people that, hey, wear a mask or keep your business closed, he can do that, but the state shouldn't be forcing anybody to do it.
To respect the Constitution and the rule of law, the governors do not have the power to arbitrarily make things up as they go and to bypass the Constitution of the United States. This is a weird time. These emergency powers are being violated and abused, and it needs to stop. So I would ask all the governors to consider that and get ready for the lawsuits, because the people are going to sue when this is over.
DNA Force has been sold out for months, but now it's back in stock and 50% off when it comes to boosting your body's natural defenses. DNA Force Plus is at the top of my list. The ingredients in this are incredible. PQQ, CoQ10, astragalus root, reishi mushroom, and so much more. Next up is Body's Ultimate Turmeric Formula with up to 95% curcuminoids in it. This is a concentrated extract with 2 other ingredients to supercharge it and deliver it into your body's cells. Don't have to tell you about turmeric and its history and the fact that the average turmeric out there is about 3 to 5% and it's still amazing. This is the strongest turmeric that we could find and develop and get into your hands. It's amazing, and it funds the InfoWar, and it's 40% off right now at InfoWarsStore.com. In the time we have, I can't get into all the amazing ingredients in Living Defense, but look into black walnut for yourself. You want to flush your body out? You want to energize? I'm telling you, listeners go crazy with this. You got to go read the reviews for yourself. It's amazing. Living Defense is also 40% off. Do I need to tell you about zinc and how important it is, or the other vitamins and minerals? It's in the Real Red Pill. It's in the Real Red Pill Plus. This is an absolute must-have, not just in these crazy times, but all the time. Essential vitamins and minerals with pregnenolone, the Real Red Pill. And then there's triiodine. This is a basic building block. Do your research. Try iodine. InfoWarsLife.com. X3 selling out, but I lowered the price to 60% because you and your family need this. And you can get all this and a lot more at huge discounts at InfoWarsStore.com.